I was close to complete my 100 days. Though I didn't keep track of what day I am on, I was aware that I'm somewhere close to completing a full cycle. But that's where my demons got the best of me. I relapsed. And you might be thinking that it must have felt good, given that I did it after so many days. But that's just not true. I felt a sudden rush of blood in my whole body, my energy levels dropped immediately. I was covered with a sense of guilt and shame, and I just couldn't handle that. That's where I got tricked again. This feeling of shame made me to binge to the relapse till I was stuck in a relapse cycle. My brain was giving me subliminal messages like, oh, you've relapsed already. One more won't hurt you anymore. That's your brain trying to switch back to its old comfort of addiction and dopamine jolts. I kept doing that until it struck my head that what I've been doing, I've completely destroyed my progress. I could have done the damage control if I had not binged to that situation. My brain fog increased, my face was full of acne in a couple of days, I wasn't able to work with full attention, and most importantly, I slept for more than 8 hours, where previously 6 hours was a more than enough food for my soul. You probably have relapsed multiple times throughout your NAFAP journey. And like every other time, you tell yourself, this is going to be the last time I'm relapsing. But the cycle keeps repeating and never ends. If that's your situation, then don't worry, because I know what to do. And that's what I am going to exactly share in today's video. Today, I'll be sharing with guys a new perspective about what is relapse and how to recover from a relapse. Also, at the end of this video, I'll be sharing some best actionable strategies you can implement to never relapse again. This is going to the ultimate NAFAP relapse guide, which will cover everything you need to know about it. First of all, NAFAP is basically an idea to not jerk off, not watch pornography, and indulge in any kind of self-pleasure. A relapse is considered when you do any one of these. A relapse can be fatal for your mental health as it takes toll on your self-confidence. For some people, watching porn is considered a relapse, while for some only masturbation. But in my opinion, even watching pornography is too dangerous, and it can definitely cause a relapse. But in theory, it's not considered a relapse. Relapse is when you completely return your old bad habit of PMO. So when you intentionally watch pornography, then masturbate and do orgasm, it is considered as a relapse. That's when you can completely reset your NAFAP tracker and start from day 0. However, that doesn't mean you are allowed to watch pornography and do edging during NAFAP. Doing that will make you even worse and will only lead to a relapse. Sometimes you may accidentally watch porn. But if you are able to bring yourself back on track without actually doing PMO, it is not considered a relapse. Relapse is considered different in NAFAP hard mode. Even lusting or watching pornography is a relapse in this mode. How NAFAP flatline can lead you to relapse. Flatline is a period of NAFAP when you will have extremely low or non-existent libido. This usually happens between day 20 to 40 and depends upon how much you were addicted to pornography. Most of the guys get scared during this period, thinking that their libido is permanently gone. So to test themselves, they try to watch porn to see if they can get hard. And that's when they end up relapsing. But in reality, it's not something you should be worried about. It's a completely normal process. It's just a sign that your brain is healing from excessive use of pornography and sexual simulation. You have to be very conscious and need to engage your time wisely during this period. How far back does a relapse put you? When you used to watch pornography, your brain was bombarded with heavy hits of dopamine and stimulations. Now that you have stopped watching porn and gave up all those simulations, your brain is healing itself. And to be honest, your brain needs a good amount of time to heal itself. So any sexual stimulation would affect the healing process and may delay the reboot. That's why you are recommended to completely abstain from all sorts of sexual activities for the first 90 days. Any sexual stimulation can reopen the old addictive pathways. That makes you more addicted to pornography and requires a lot of time to heal. So yes, it does put you a little back from the reboot. However, if you have relapsed accidentally, you shouldn't demotivate yourself. Instead, this might put you in a binge relapse. A relapse does not mean a complete reset. You just have to work a little harder after every relapse. One of the best ways you can mitigate 50% of your relapses is by simply not taking your mobile phone to your bathroom with you. Seriously, think about every time you ended up relapsing because you were surfing through social media and saw that model with half-naked lingerie or a reel with exposing women. Start slow, but just start. Take care.